how has your theology changed over from where you started now to where you are now?
I mean, I think the biggest way that it's changed is I've finally become comfortable with being a sinner. So much of my Christian life has been trying to not be a sinner, trying to be better. I've shifted dramatically into saying, that's not a reality. I don't get to not be a sinner. So what does it look like to sin and sin boldly, but trust Christ's grace more boldly still? What does it look like to have the focus more on, maybe God's just way more freaking gracious than I think? Like if I look through a lot of different people that I think are true believers, there's major sin in certain areas of their life. There is some severe doctrinal differences. You look at guys in church history, and it is a who's who of weirdos. And so maybe at the end of the day, God's grace is just stronger than we have a tendency to think that it is. And so I think the biggest change is I've spent most of my life committing the sin of legalism in an attempt to not commit sin, which is ironic. Now, it's not that I just throw myself headlong into sin. You still should fight sin. There is a different focus. I'm less scared of God dropping me. Maybe that's a better way to say it. For most of my life, it's like maybe I'm not in. Not that I lost it, right? But in the Reformed tradition, you can't lose it. It's perseverance of the saints. But if you're still not a good little boy, then you just show that you were never saved. So you still go to hell anyway if you're not good enough. And so it still becomes like a backdoor works thing. Yeah. Dropping that to say, maybe God's just gracious and maybe he'll sanctify me with or without my help. I don't know. It's very freeing.